New fallout from that infamous Fyre festival. Co-founder Ja Rule defending himself on social media and now saying he was also a victim of the scam as dueling documentaries put the failed event back in the spotlight. Eva Pilgrim here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, George. It was supposed to be the music festival of all festivals. Concertgoers paid anywhere from $500 to $12,000 for a luxury experience and got anything but that. No refunds were issued, but some of the men and women employed by the festival lost much more. Now Ja Rule taking to social media defending his role in the whole thing.
The actual experience exceeds all expectations and is something that's hard to put into words.
Fyre failed this morning. Musician and Fyre Festival co-founder Ja Rule in the hot seat. Twitter users not mincing words. Fraud, liar, manipulator, demanding to know what Ja Rule knew and when, following the release of not one, but two new documentaries on Hulu and Netflix.
And me and Billy are going to change the way people look at a young tech entrepreneur and a hip-hop mogul.
The dueling docs going behind the scenes of the rapper's much-hyped 2017 Music Fyre Festival. The event, co-founded with entrepreneur Billy McFarland, was originally touted as a luxury weekend in the Bahamas, complete with supermodels, luxury accommodations, and gourmet cuisine.
What's happening? There's no water over there.
But it turned into an epic failure, stranding thousands of guests in waterlogged tents, eating soggy cheese sandwiches. The music mogul firing back, tweeting, "I too was hustled, scammed, bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray." This morning, Marianne Roll, the restaurant owner featured in the Netflix documentary.
It really pains me when I have to talk about it, so I just wipe it away.
Speaking out, saying that she was the one scammed.
It was 1,000 for lunch, 1,200 sometimes for supper. So we were basically running 2,000 meals per day.
Claiming she was forced to dip into her personal savings to pay her workers and cover the food for guests, saying she was never paid a penny.
I think I spent more than $100,000 on just food and staff.
Ja Rule offering his sympathy, posting on Instagram, "Marianne Roll, we've never met, but I'm devastated that something that was meant to be amazing turned out to be such a disaster and hurt so many people." Ja Rule has not been charged with any crimes, but McFarland, who was paid to participate in the Hulu documentary, was sentenced in October to 6 years in prison for defrauding investors.
And so many people really feeling for those business owners who are all out all that money. A GoFundMe page for Marianne Roll has raised nearly $140,000 in just over a week, far surpassing its original $123,000 goal. Guys.
Yeah, they are the big victims here. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, for more on this. So Ja Rule not prosecuted by prosecutors. Does that mean they bought his argument that he was a victim of the scam as well?
Not necessarily. I mean, look, there's a different standard for a criminal prosecution and for a civil lawsuit. He's being sued because the authorities don't believe that they've got enough evidence to say that he was intentionally entering into activities to defraud investors, etc., wire fraud.
McFarland could clearly meet that.
Exactly. So clearly they believe that McFarland was the central person here. Now, Ja Rule is basically saying, look, I got scammed like everyone else. In these lawsuits, they're suggesting that's not the case. The plaintiff's basically saying, you knew or should have known. And that's the difference, is negligence in the civil standard is, well, it doesn't mean that you were necessarily trying to do anything wrong, but you should have known is the claim against Ja Rule. And we'll have to see. There are at least 8 lawsuits ongoing.
And there is a difference between going to jail and having to pay. Meantime, we're seeing McFarland get paid by Hulu for this documentary. What kind of concerns does that raise in your mind?
Well, look, it definitely raises ethical concerns. He's being paid both. You know, we all like to say it's always for the videos that he gave, but it's also for the interview that he did that he's being paid here. On the other hand, Netflix paid the social media company that was involved in this, and there are allegations that they should have known more or did know more than they're saying. So you have sort of these dueling documentaries with both pointing fingers at the other, saying they're more unethical than we were, both trying to tell a story about how unethical everything was.
And all the legal action now in those civil suits.
That's right. It's all civil right now. And I think that there are going to be more civil lawsuits. In fact, a few people in North Carolina have already won one lawsuit. But again, I remind people that when you're talking about the money that McFarland made, if he loses a lawsuit, that money could go back to those people anyway.
Okay. Dan Abrams, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.